I just glued the splice on because I know that I'm not going to have to get the blade on the inside of the ring. At least I'm 99.99% sure I'm not going to have to. However, I just remeasured my stairs and this. If it's going to go, it's just going to barely go. So there's a chance that I'm going to have to take this down maybe half an inch to an inch. So I'm going to leave everything set up because, well, it's set up for that purpose. I'm going to let this dry and then I'm going to see if it'll go up the stairs. If it won't, then I got to cut it down. I mean, that's all there is to it. It's either that or have the clock run down here, and I don't want to do that. I'm not disappointed, I'm just kind of disgusted with myself that I didn't, you know, cut it down a little bit more when I did it the first time. Well, we'll see. We'll try it once this glue is dry here. Well, it is the next morning, and my glue should be dry now, at least probably 75% dry. For sure it's not going to come loose. Well, it's got screws holding it on anyway, but I just wanted to make sure it wasn't going to, you know, sort of be bent out of shape in any way, because the screws will let go just a little bit if there's a lot of stress put on it. And I might be putting a lot of stress on it. Anyway, for those of you who are following this series on a daily basis, it is Tuesday morning, November the 27th. 2018. Oh my, is this ever a lot later? Now, a couple of years ago, I got a comment from somebody and he says, "Stop using that fisheye lens." I like to use it every once in a while. At least that way I don't miss anything. Okay, easy does it here. Gotta be careful how I pick it up so I don't accidentally break any teeth here. I'm gonna weigh it after. I was Skyping with my brother this morning and I was telling him that this may not fit. And this is actually the first time. It's not a reenactment. I really don't know for sure if it's going to go. But I was telling him, you know, if I was to cut it with my scroll saw, which has an extremely narrow blade, when I splice it back together upstairs, if I have to, that is, well, I'm not going to lose a whole lot because probably the glue in the joint is going to take up for the curve of that little blade anyway. I may not have to worry about that. But we'll soon know here. When you Skype on Facebook, is it Skyping? What do they call it? I have mentioned this before, but photography has been a lifelong hobby, just like woodworking. And maybe even more so. And I'm trying to just blend the two together here, and I'm having a lot of fun changing lenses and doing my close-ups and adjusting lighting and sometimes screwing up. I'll readily admit that cell phone technology has come a long way. You can get a cell phone now that'll take almost as good a video as what I'm doing here. Now I say almost. I don't think they'll ever be quite as good as the SLR. Well, they might someday, who knows. It is so close. Well, it is so close. But like the old saying goes, close, but no cigar. Well, I guess when it comes time to take it up, I can either run it, through the bandsaw again, take off a little bit, or I can cut it and resplice it. I'll have to think about it. Anyways, just for the fun of it, let's weigh it. Okay, now let's try not to bump the tripod here. .2 kilograms. Let's change it to pounds. Okay, so it's 15.8 pounds. Now somebody might be wondering, why is it that you bothered to cut the teeth in the first place? Weren't they all the same length when you cut them on the table saw? Well, the answer to that is, well, more or less they were, but they didn't get glued in the same. As you can see, this one on the left here was a lot shorter than the one on the right. And this is not the most extreme examples I could probably find. But anyway, I thought I'd just clear that up, just in case somebody was wondering. Why did I run the teeth through the blade? Now you'll remember the other day I broke a tooth off. And yeah, I'm thinking that this is the way it goes back on. Whoops. Just try it like that and see what it looks like. Well, maybe the other way. Yeah, it is this way. You know how I can tell for sure? Notice the little bevel right here on this end? Well, I had beveled the teeth. Oh, I was wondering why it wasn't matching up. I guess because when I trimmed the teeth on the bandsaw, this little broken piece wasn't there. Okay, well, I can always trim it off later. Okay, just glue it right there. Now this is CA thick. I don't need to put it on too thick either. That's it. A little bit of curing agent here. I don't think I'm going to use the curing agent there. I think I'll just let that soak in. Now, I don't know if you noticed it, but about 5 days ago I got a pretty nasty cut here on my hand. And I got it off the edge here. It's not like my hand was too close to the blade. I actually got it off the edge, and I don't know why it's taken me this long to do something about that, but I am now. Been a while since we've seen this thing. Anyway, we're getting pretty close to the time when I have to figure out the distance or the radius for the 12 bearings that have to go around on this wheel right here. This wheel here has to turn 15 times every time it makes one revolution around the inside of this ring. And these are the little bearings. So the 12 bearings, I have to space them just right, and I'm kind of concerned because I'm probably going to have the bearings closer to the shaft than I had planned, which means that the amount of force necessary on the bearings to make this thing run is going to have to be maybe a little bit more than I'd planned on. Now the bearings, as you can well imagine, they have to be spaced just right. If they're too far apart, they'll jam, and if they're too close together, they'll jam. So that's why I drew up this thing here that it'll just sort of help me to get started. And then I'll do a couple of prototypes before I actually drill the holes in this wheel. But I was just noticing before I do that, I better take the burrs off of these teeth here. So I'll sit down and do that. Now, tomorrow morning I have a very important appointment, so I'm not going to be doing anything tomorrow morning. Tomorrow afternoon there won't be a whole lot of time to really do anything. So I think tomorrow afternoon I'll be maybe looking for the kind of wood for the salt and pepper shaker that I was talking about a week ago. And I don't know if you want to be notified about this salt and pepper shaker stuff, because it is for the private Facebook group here in Winnipeg. But if you want to be notified, just let me know in the comments at the bottom of this video. I don't mind. I just don't want to be forcing something on you. Anyway, I think that's probably it for today. So, thanks for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow, maybe.